What is going on, everybody? Wow, I have to tell you, it was not easy setting up this site. My chair, the laptop, is actually sitting precariously on a stack of rocks against this granite wall that's behind you. You guys don't get to see that. And my chair, unfortunately, I didn't have enough time to build up a base. So I don't want to roll back. And so I'm going to have to be careful with my chair. But what is going on? Welcome to Happy Hour Live. Glad to have you guys here. We talk about full time RV living and just about everything else in between. And tonight, wait a minute, that way. That is a miniature Golden Gate Bridge. If you didn't see the video that I put out earlier today leading up to this, yeah, that is the miniature Golden Gate Bridge. 1/10 the size of the Golden Gate Bridge. And we're going to talk about that. And how do I find these places? Because sometimes they are so odd, they're not on any maps, and yet somehow I managed to find them and I want to show you. And so tonight we're going to talk about how I find these places and we're going to see what's going on with you guys. So let's first see who is in the house here. Who was first? Oh, Jim Bertrand. It was first in the house. Boy, you must have come just about after I posted that, but it looks like you thought maybe yeah, wondering if we have the daylight savings time. Well, we don't here in Arizona. Unfortunately, my phone has shown about three different times throughout the day. It keeps swapping. I set my laptop though. I took my cue from Tom and Lori RV Life. They said just set it manually and leave it there. And that's what I did. So the laptop was actually good. The scheduling was actually good, but my phone keeps switching in between California and Arizona time. So I have had it say it's 7 o'clock and then 6 o'clock and then 7 o'clock and 6 o'clock. And I don't even have my phone with me. I had to give that up. So let's see who's in the house here. RV Living Life, Gary Carroll, glad to have you along. There is Miss Lori. How are you doing? She had snow. If you guys didn't see their video this week, Saturday, they had snow in of all places, Tucson, Arizona. Yeah, that's no way to boondock there, Tom and Lori. HC Carefree Highway. Let's see. Cowboy Biker Adventures. Dawn is in the house. Glad to have you here. Oh my gosh. Let's go down. Whoa, Nelly is in the house. Glad to have you guys here. Let's go. X Fired Up is in the house. Hey, Dave. Glad to have you here. Uh, let's see. Miss Pearl is in the house. Interesting story. We went over to Bob and Pearl's. We had dinner over them. Fantastic. What a fantastic time. I really have to say. Something came up today though. Miss Pearl handed me a travel bug from a geocache, and I finally got around to logging it today. Travel bugs kind of travel from geocache to geocache all around the world, and all we do as geocachers is just kind of move them along. It had been a year and a half since that travel bug had been logged, and actually the owner thought that it was lost and had it marked as lost. And I was able to go on there, claim the tag, and let them know that it was going to be continuing its journey. So that was cool. I got a big thank you from the owner of the travel bug, who said it was missing and he had pretty much given up hope on it. So it was really good to see that out back in the world again. Jim and Sue are here. Glad to have you guys along. Ran into them at the next exit rally in Quartzsite, and boy, I haven't heard from Bob and Pearl if they've committed to doing that next year. But I'll tell you what, I'm looking forward to it. I will be back here in Quartzsite, and hopefully they will, because that was a lot of fun. And this year, maybe my head will be out of the clouds a little bit, and I can actually be a little more involved with the rallies. It just had too much going on, just too much going on. So I'm going to take these glasses off so that I can read, because I can read your names, but the words are smaller. I can't read basically what you're saying here. So, uh, gosh. WCRV Adventure says travel bugs are fun. They are fun. And Miss Pearl brought up an interesting question. It would be nice to know the how far that travel bug has gone. Actually, each travel bug, when it's registered, gets its own map. And that map shows all around the world where that travel bug goes. And anytime that you find one, you can go on to that. Let's say it's a Facebook page of the travel bug. It will show you where that map's been. And I haven't looked that map up yet, but I'm going to forward that to Miss Pearl just so that she can see it. So Miss Pearl says, currently the plan is to do another rally. I can't see why you guys would not, but I know it's a lot of work for you guys, but it sure was a lot of fun. Uh, so there you go, guys. How about that for a background? I have coffee tonight. It's just regular coffee. I can't maybe you can see it in there. Yeah, it doesn't have any of the good stuff in it because I did have to drive here. I am boondocking, not too far away from here, but it does not have internet signal. Yeah, I can't do a live from there, unfortunately. It would have been great to have the lake in the background. But when I found this place, I thought, how could I not have the Golden Gate Bridge in the desert leading to nowhere in the background for the live tonight? So thanks you guys for coming along and joining us. So, mm, oh my gosh. All right. So how do I find these things? Um, you know, I have to tell you, it sometimes is dumb luck. This one wasn't, however. This one showed up on a website called Roadside America. And if you Google Roadside America, it'll be the first site that shows up. And it's going to give these little odd things that are all around the country. Um, and including, you can even pull up a map to see what's close by you. Some shooting going on in the background. I promise you, they're not shooting at us, so don't worry. I think we're safe. I think we're good. But so yeah, Roadside America is all those oddities, all those things forgotten from the past. Route 66 is a big one on there because a lot of those towns and statues and teepee hotels and things like that have all kind of been forgotten, except for you can find them on there. So that is a great way to kind of find those little oddities, those little places that aren't on any tourist maps, but yet they are really a lot of fun to come out and find and see them. So Ralph Hattenberg is in the house, longtime subscriber, first time commenter. Thoroughly enjoy and look forward to your happy hours every Sunday. Thank you so much, and thank you for being here. Let's see who else we've got there. Uh, Okay, yeah. HC Carefree Highway says they have that app, fun stuff. I don't know. Do they have an app? There's something to share. If they do have an app, put it out there in the comments section because I just go to the website and that one is easy enough to find. And I, I use it quite often just to see what's around me. So this one showed up on me, and now let me tell you, I do have a plan A and a plan B for today. Plan B is the world's smallest church, and it's not too far away from here. And we had a wind warning this morning, said that it was supposed to be between 10 a.m. and 10 p.m. tonight. And so far, hardly a breeze. Guys, it actually feels perfect. I wouldn't take it any other way. But I thought if for some reason this site won't work out, I could show you guys the world's smallest church. It is open to everybody. It's open to the public, and it is one of those local oddities that it's maintained by the community, and it's not official. But if you go there, anyone is welcome, and I was sure that we could pull off a live from inside there if the wind got too bad. So that will be something I probably need to go out and film, because that would be another fun one to do. So, mm. Oh, home on the road is in the house. Glad to have you here. Oh my gosh, I met Rick and Dawn this week, and they stopped. I was actually leaving. I was on my way out of the park, and they stopped, and they were actually pulling into the park to come see me, and they were honking and waving, and I recognized who they were. Even though I was late, I backed up and we went over and we talked for a few minutes, and it was great seeing those guys. I enjoy meeting up with people, and generally the best time is around 5 o'clock. And if I had to put a finger on it, I would say if you come by the coach at 5 o'clock, there's a good chance I'm going to be there, and we're going to be doing happy hour. It's just what I do. So thank you guys for stopping by. Imagine Travels is in the house. They say there is a gale there. Where are you at? Where are you guys at? Blowing. Yeah. So apparently the wind is affecting some people. No snow here though, so I can stay here. But I don't know if the snow is following Tom and Lori, so I'm glad. I'm thankful for them for taking that with them. I didn't even bring a jacket today, guys. So there's no jacket hanging on my chair. It will get a little chilly, but with this breeze, I'm good with it. I'm good with it. So um, so yeah, roadside America, that is the first way that I generally find things. The second way, though, a lot of times I will pull up. How many of you are familiar with the satellite imaging on Google Maps? And you can do this on your phone. I like doing it on uh, the laptop, just so that it gives me a bigger screen, and I can see more with that. Imagine Travel says Eastern Shore of Maryland. That's right. Yeah, you guys are over there on the East Coast. Richard M is over there in Fairbanks, Alaska. Man, that's a trip out there. Hope you guys are staying warm up there. Uh, so yeah, I will pull up the satellite image and start looking immediately around me, but then I will zoom out and look around me, and zoom out a little bit more around me, and a lot of things will that are unusual will stop you and cause you to kind of zoom in and see what that is. Sometimes there's a Google explanation for it, sometimes there's not. And I have actually found a graveyard out in the middle of desert, really with nothing around it, and that is literally how I found it. There was Miss Karen and I were looking at the maps, and I said, I think there used to be a train station over in this one area. We went over there and started wandering around, got farther and farther out, and stumbled across, of all things, a graveyard in the middle of the desert. And that was kind of spooky, guys. You don't think of graveyards that aren't marked, aren't somehow, but there really was no signs. There really was nothing to explain this being there. And the only thing I can come up with was it was near a railroad stop that used to support the mines back in the 1800s. And here this graveyard was. And all I can think in is my mind is occasionally people would die on the train and they had to bury them somewhere. And likely this is where they buried them. But I don't know. I don't really have any information on it. There was nothing on it on Google Maps, and Googling it, I really couldn't find it. Justin and Christina, RV Van Life is in the house. Hello, guys. How you doing? Uh, they are more friends up in the north. Hope you guys are staying warm up there. And I know they're getting ready. RV Life, why am I drawing a blank on your name there? Gary and Carol, they're up in Canada. Hopefully the sale of their house is going well. I haven't heard any updates on that. But yeah, it was, it was interesting finding a graveyard just in the desert. And you couldn't make there were some markers, and some of them were not that old. Some of them were recent, like in the 2000s. And I can't imagine who is burying their loved one out in the desert. But I looked for anything marked Jimmy Hoffa. I did not see it, so no luck there. So Ralph Havenberg says they're in Washington State, and they were going to purchase their motorhome last fall. Wife had some unexpected health issues. Hopefully they will begin their travels this fall. Be glad to see you out on the road, and definitely if you stay with us and keep us updated on that, hopefully you're getting close. So some talking in between you guys, so I'm reading that. Great backdrop drops, Dave's. Great backdrop, Dave. RV living life. There's Gary Carroll. For some reason, I blanked on your name. Sorry about that. Yeah, yeah. The Golden Gate Bridge. If you're joining us a little bit late, this is a miniature Golden Gate Bridge. And what do you guys think about that? I put that video out earlier today. And I thought, you know what? While I was here, I thought this would make a great background for the live. So we're going to go with it. We're going to go with it. But let's see. So we talked about Roadside America and finding places on there, and then the satellite image looking around. And some of the things that I have found on the satellite image was actually all of basically south of Las Vegas, east to Phoenix, west to Palm Springs, all the way down to the Mexican border, was at one time a training center. It was for Patton's army to get us ready to go into World War II. And how did I find that? We were staying at South Joshua Tree at a BLM area in between Palm Springs and Quartzsite. There's a BLM area right there out the south gate. And I pulled up the satellite image and I noticed all of these grid squares. I noticed spots and grid squares, and I thought this is too coincidental this is too odd to be coincidental. And I started researching it more, and it turns out this was the headquarters for the Desert Training Center for our own General Patton right before World War II. And this is where they were shipping the kids to get their training, because our first tour of duty entering World War II was going to be in the deserts of Egypt. And apparently this is what they felt this would be a good place to do the training for those folks. If you haven't seen that video, go back and look it up, because I really enjoyed the history, and it was totally an accidental find. Didn't even know this was out here. So yeah, well, thank you for watching that. No, glad to have you. 2.5 inches in the foothills. And Tom and Lori got 2.5 inches in the foothills of Tucson, of all things. You guys just keep that over there. 2.5 inches of snow, mind you. So you guys keep that over there because I don't want any part of that. So, I, so the next part, looking at satellite images, that will tell you a lot. Especially if it's marked on the satellite images. Sometimes it's just something odd that you want to go and hike to and check it out. But the next thing that I'll do is a Google search. Wherever I'm at, whatever I'm doing, I'm going to put that into a Google search and say, top 10 things, say here in Yuma, top 10 things to do in Yuma. And it generally will pop up with lists upon lists of different things that are around Yuma. Now, those are typically more tourist attraction type places, but the result is still the same. And sometimes you can find those hidden gems like this one, um, and they'll be listed right on there. But oh, Tom is here lurking. You guys, Lori is saying that they're talking, you guys are talking, and Tom is lurking. You guys are supposed to be having pasta, I think they shared, because Sundays have turned into pasta night for Tom and Lori. So hopefully it's not frozen pasta. Oh, because I think all you'd have to do is put it out the door, and you could have frozen pasta. Pasta. Dave, any geocaches around the bridge? That is a good question. I did not look for geocaches around the bridge, but you know what? I'd almost guarantee there are. And that may be a good reason to come back here and snag that one because a lot of times the geocaches, and we haven't gotten to that one yet, um, um, but we can go there, I suppose. The geocaching is another good way of figuring out where things are and some of these hidden treasures. People just like you and I place these geocaches out there and they'll give history or they'll give a description for where this is and where you're standing when you find the geocache. And this would be a perfect example. Somebody probably has put a geocache here somewhere close by. And if so, they kind of give a little bit of the history of what this bridge represents. And that is another fantastic way of finding little odd places that don't show up on maps. So good lead into that, guys. I like that. I like that. Mm. Tom and Lori said they've already had their pasta. No frozen, no having snow cones. No, they are having snow cones for dessert, though. Yeah, you guys go ahead on with that. I'll enjoy my coffee. I'm good with that, and it's still hot, by the way. So I'm good with that. I have to put my table out here. You guys can't see that, but yeah. I don't know. Do we dare go on a little field trip here? I can take you guys and walk down potentially to the to the uh, to the bridge so you can see that a little bit better. We walked all around that for the video, but I don't mind sharing with you guys. So if you want me to do that, I think I could probably gather everything and kind of wander down that way and kind of give you the walk around tour of the bridge. But let me know. Let me know. Richard M says, wasn't welcome as we were headed there. Oh, I don't know. You guys are talking about something else. How on the earth can it be cooler in Tucson than in Winterpeg? Jim Bertrand says, yeah, right. I'm right with you there, Jim. I don't know. Only Tom and Lori could find snow in Tucson. So I give them credit. They deserve full credit for that one, but they sure did. Let's see. How about you guys? You guys have any suggestions or ideas on where you find places? I know some of you are full-time RV travelers out there, and I know there's some that are new and they're trying to figure all this stuff out. So share along and let us know what you guys do to kind of find things to go and check out. RV Living Life says the view now is awesome. Yeah, it is. I'm sorry that I'm kind of in the way. Um, it is. Let's see if I can tilt that back just a little bit. See if it'll. Oh, I'm telling you, I'm not on stable ground here, guys. Oh, and then I went dark though. See, I went dark. There we go. I guess we have to keep it there. Darn it. Tom and Lori says they watch YouTube channels like our endeavor to find things. Well, there you go. There you go. Yeah, it is kind of fun watching. Yeah, I have seen a ton of stuff, following Nomadic Fanatic and even Tom and Lori. And there are a lot of good YouTubers out there that kind of put this stuff out. And Imagine Travel says usually at the liquor store. You know what? That's funny that you say that, because let me tell you, that is one that I forgot, is asking locals. I don't know how many of you would go out and ask a local. What should you not miss while you're in the area? Locals are a wealth of information and usually will pass over the big tourist attractions and will go for the odd stuff that nobody goes to but is really neat to see. So that you brought up an interesting point I hadn't thought about before this. But yeah, don't roll down the hill, Dave. RV Living Life says. Yeah, I'm trying not to. You can see I'm kind of whoa, whoa. I'm leaning forward. If I lean back, I think I will roll down the hill. But no, I am not shy. I will go up and ask a local. If you're at the store and there's somebody there, you can ask them. The locals are a wealth of information. And yeah, that's Cowboy Cowboy Biker Adventures. Don, he's there laughing. Yeah, I'm trying not to roll down the hill. And if I take you guys on a little walk here in a little bit, you'll kind of get an idea about what I'm dealing with here. But so um, I am leaning forward for a reason. The hill, I don't have a base on, so I am precariously perched on this spot, and so far I'm doing okay. So others that I meet on the road tell me about places to go see. Yeah, yeah, you get it from other RVers who say, "Oh, you have to go and check out that place." Good point. I like that. I do that all the time. Gary and Carol says we want to meet you at Quartzsite next January. Yeah, I will be here, guys. I really want to meet you guys too, and hopefully you can come out about the same time. I will definitely be here for Bob and Pearl's rally if they do that one again. Also, another channel that is getting married out here, Scott and Shauna at Jan's Road Tripping. They are going to be getting married. I think it's, you guys correct me. I think it's January or February. I think it's January, and look forward to being there for that. So I will definitely be here. I will make a make a point of it. Jim Bertrand says, "Take us on a walk, not a roll." Yeah, or I could say I'm on a roll now. So I don't want to be on a roll. We find the most interesting places by asking bartenders. Yeah, yeah, no, I like it. WCRV Adventures is in the house. Yeah, I totally agree. I totally agree. Yeah, I don't hang out at the bars, but again, I think that would count as a local and going in and talking to them. Now, depending on how much alcohol you have in there, it may get to be a wild trip getting to wherever it is that you're going. So, you know, hey, be safe and be careful out there. But so, all right, you guys want to go for a walk here? I see you kind of scratching. You want to go for a walk. Let me see if I can grab this stuff, and I'll just grab my AT&T. We'll keep that in tow, and we'll take you for a walk down here. And if I lose you, I will be back. I will be back, but I don't think I'll lose you. I think we're going to be okay. So let's see if we can make this happen. And there's the chair, and you can see the precarious perch. That's where the laptop was sitting. I just grabbed some rocks and kind of set the laptop on there. And let's see if we can take a walk. Because I love doing this stuff, guys. I really do. So I like showing you this. I thought it was interesting that this was all wooden. I was really kind of surprised that there was so much wood involved. Let's see. Lamona is in the house. Glad that you made it. We are just showing the miniature Golden Gate Bridge. That is our background tonight. And let's see if we can get you turned around here. We are walking down a hill. You can see all the support structures underneath the bridge are all wooden, and including the 2x4s. And can you imagine? You know, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's about 8 per foot, about 900 feet. So how many 2x4s was that, guys? And that is what makes the base of this. See if I can do this without rolling down the hill with you. All steel structure. You can see the steel, except for the road base, which is all wooden. All wooden. These are all. Oh, these are laminated beams. This is 3 beams in one. So it looks like we have 2 2x12s, and then maybe a 4x12 in between. So took some serious wood to put this together. It's still here since 1927, and to give you that feel of San Francisco right there. I apologize for any bad words you guys might read on the wall there. If you're easily offended, we'll only show that for a second. I don't know who IFS is, but apparently they have a bigger signature than everybody else. So I see a jack and a taco sauce. Oh my gosh. Somebody saying, "Will you marry me?" And the desert is my new, as my love for you, will you marry me? There's nothing like asking your woman to marry you if you can't write it on a wall. Am I right? So there you go. Oh my gosh. Rachel, that was to Rachel. I hope that things went well with Rachel. I don't know. There's no date on that, so I don't know. But you can see Rachel right there, kind of center of the screen. Yeah, he asked her to marry him, and nothing says "Will you marry me" like a can of spray paint. So apparently, he felt very strongly about that. But the rest steel structures going up, and I can give you a shot of the cables. The cables are massive. Here's the fence. Here's the fence and the no trespassing sign going across. And there is asphalt on the road base there. It's mostly gravel where we're at right now, but I think that is more or less sloughed off the hills over time, and that's what's kind of landed down here. But now, if you guys know out there and you know what the cables, you can see the cables in the background here. Let's see if I can, yeah, there we go. Now, if you know how big the cables are on the Golden Gate Bridge, they are massive. And we'll show you those. Big support structures. And you guys bear with me. Hopefully you're staying with me. I love doing this stuff. I am venturing a guess to say that cable is about 6 inches around, 2 of them stretching all the way across. Oh, hey, this isn't the Orr House. Yeah, no, we missed the Orr House, but I wasn't doing mobile lives then, and definitely the Orr House would have been great. Let's see. There is a beehive around there, Cowboy Biker Adventures. There was a sign that did warn of bees. I have not seen any, so thankfully we're doing okay. I want to stay away from those. Those are typically the Africanized bees, and they are the trouble ones. But the fence is no match for long legs, Dave. I could cross it. I actually could. And honestly, I don't think anybody would really care. In fact, some of the older pictures on Google Maps that people have posted there, you can see holes in the fences. They have since rebuilt the fences to get rid of the holes in those fences, and they did a little more sturdy. It's yeah, it's a little more sturdy, but climb over it, I suppose I could. What you don't see though is that second fence that almost goes up to the top of the concrete up there where it says McPaul Bridge. And yeah, I don't think I could get over that. You know, I used to consider myself pretty limber. I could get over most things, but 54 years old, guys, at a certain point you just have to say, probably not a good idea. So that's what they say about motorcycle riding too, right? Lamona says, Mark's proposal to me wasn't much better. He claimed I was a medical nightmare and that we should get married so he could get me on his health insurance. This November will be our 19th anniversary. Congratulations to you. That is fantastic. And you know what? You guys make it work. I do think, though, that Mark should have spray painted the marriage proposal. It would have meant more. It would have touched the heart, much like it probably touched Rachel's heart to have that. That is really as much as I can show, guys, because otherwise it gets kind of steep and cliffy right here, and I really don't want to go off through the brush and so forth. But glad that I could take you guys along and show you that. Oh. And I am climbing the hill here. There's your little perch. You guys can sit right there and we'll get you back. And let me take this out of my pocket and set it to the side. There we go. There we go. That was a hard day's work. Oh. Yeah, did you guys like that? It was fun showing you, but now I need my coffee. I need my coffee. Cheers, guys. Glad that you could be here. So bees are on the other end of the bridge, Dawn says. I didn't know that. They put a sign over here on this side, so apparently they think that we can get over to the other side. And so I did not see any bees. I did not feel my life was in jeopardy, so I'm going to go with this. Aries and Athena channel, glad to have you guys aboard. That's the first time I've seen your name. If you have a channel, go ahead and put it out there and let us know. That's a great name. I like it. And they say, you got this. Yes, thank you so much. You got this. Just coffee. Just coffee today. But cheers. Cheers, guys. Uh, some people say, oh, you're always drinking at the happy hours. Happy hour is not about drinking. It is really about appreciating the day. And sometimes, like when I sit down with you guys on a Sunday, it's really about appreciating the week. And what did I do this week? Uh, it was a good week. I met with Miss Karen. I met with Tom and Lori before they took off for Tucson into the snow. Um, I got a few things done on the coach, and there was some downers though. Had the microwave went bad on the coach. I do have parts coming for that, and so we're going to be doing a microwave repair. And guys, I'm not a microwave repair technician, but I play one on TV. I know I can do it. So I just don't know how much it's going to take. But whoa, Nelly says cheers. Yeah. Uh, let's see. WCRV Adventures says good, really good shot of the bridge. Thank you so much. I thought you guys would like that. It is a fun place to do the happy hour. Happy hour appreciating ice, Jim Bertrand says. Yes, absolutely. You take all that ice. Bead Trapper, new in the house. Glad to have you here. Good channel name. I like that. I don't know if you have a channel or not, but put it out there. If you have a channel, let people know in the comment section. And glad to have you here. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that has been fun, kind of poking around this bridge and kind of poking around to get some of the history on this bridge. So glad that you guys came along. But so if you guys know of some place here in Yuma that I really should not miss, that's not on the normal list of the tourist attractions, um, definitely let us know in the comments, because I like checking that out and going to these places. And I still promise you guys a mobile live from Yuma, and that will be brought to you by RV Living Life. So give a big shout out to them for donating to the cause, and we're going to see if we can't get into one of these places and show these. X Fired Up says, cheers, you're watching the sunset and he's having a sunrise. My gosh, where are you at? I don't think I've ever asked, but if you're watching the sunrise, you're on the other side of the world from us. So glad to have you along. Jim Bertrand says, common problem with the microwave is the safety door switch failing from opening the door before hitting stop. It forces high current through the safety switch. It is the microwave and the convection are still running, but the magnetron is buzzing right now, and the convection oven still works perfectly. So X Fired Up says Florida. Oh, you're okay. Yeah. So you've got a ways to wait for your sunrise, but I appreciate Florida for those sunrises. I'll tell you what, I've watched a lot of them. Jim Bertrand says Australia. He was guessing you guys were over there. So X Fired Up says in a glass. I like it. I like it. Um, so yeah, so if you're a microwave technician out there, which I am not, but I have brought it down to two different things, and part of this was thanks to Next Exit's channel and him commenting in IRV2 brought that up. I think Bob was in there commenting saying he had a similar problem. They replaced their microwave. I am going to repair it because it's $500-600 to replace that darn thing, and I just don't have the dineros to make that happen. Not even in Mexico. So I have ordered the parts. I ordered a new magnetron and a new diode, and it sounds like those two are the issues that I have going on. So I'll be making a video on that, and we'll see if it's a win. But we will see. So yeah, I'm not afraid to take on anything. As far as I'm concerned, the microwave is shot. So I'm really not. What am I losing, guys, by tearing into the microwave and making this happen? I might as well watch some YouTube videos, which I did. Which I did. You can find anything on YouTube, and I think I can successfully bring the microwave back to life, but I am missing it for making my coffee hot in the morning. So we will see. Mm. How about anybody else? Anybody else out there have cool tips on where to find things? Um, yeah, I'm racking my brain here because the geocaching was kind of the last on my list, and I had forgot about locals. Uh, so now, uh, if you don't have a channel, you don't have it to film. Um, should you come out to places like this? Absolutely, absolutely. Just because you're not filming doesn't mean that you can't film for yourself, or you can just come out and appreciate the history in it like I do. I'm a history nerd. You guys get that. Next exit says it was the diode in our microwave, but I was afraid of future problems, so I went for the new unit. I do not blame you, Bob. I have to tell you, if I had the money to make that happen, I'd probably do that too, but I don't. So I did order all the parts that I needed. Found a great deal on that. Normally about 70 some dollars, and I was just going to go ahead and order it. Unfortunately, I didn't order that night. The next morning I checked, and I found them all in the same spot for $33. Cannot complain. Just said, yep, get them both coming. They are coming, and they're headed to Quartzsite, where I'll be picking those up at quiet times next time I get into Quartzsite. So Tigner Adventures in the house and New Horizons in the house. Glad you stopped by to say hello. Like it. Somebody said some state and county websites offer a list of parks and other attractions. Good point. Good point. X Fired Up offered that up. I like that. There used to be a way I could put that up there. How about there we go. How's that look? I can. And Tigner Adventures. Glad that you're in the house. We'll put them up. Hi guys, that's David and Ninette. Glad that you are here. So New Horizons, glad to have you here. Yeah. Let's see. We we camped in Quartzsite for the month of January. Good for you guys. Yeah, it starts quieting down after January. I was there for most of the month, and then came over here to Yuma right after. I went through quarantine for 2 weeks, so I lost 2 weeks. There was some things I wanted to get done here in Yuma, and unfortunately, being quarantined for 2 weeks kind of put a dent in that. So I am still here. I hadn't planned on still being here, but we are. So HC Carefree Highway. Oh, good one. You know what? Let's put that up there. Yeah, thank you for that. We hit up the welcome centers when we arrive someplace new. Absolutely. And can I add one more thing? Almost every town has a welcome center in the town, and they will have brochures and basically everything that there is to see around there. So that is another one. Tombstone is one that I comes right to mind when I think about that. Stopped in at the Tourist Information Center there in Tombstone, and what a wealth of information they have, including maps, how to get to different places, and the things that you really should see. So that is a nice ad. So thank you for adding that. Um, oh, Jim Bertrand says, we were the only human contact you had, Dave. Yeah, you were. For that 2 weeks, I was sure glad to have you guys too. I can't tell you enough how much I looked forward to Sunday when I could actually visit with everybody, because I was kind of pulling my hair out, kind of pulling out. At that point, I hadn't met back up with Miss Karen. I didn't have all of or a lot of the old files, so I really couldn't work on even archive footage from different things. So I was really kind of I was really kind of sucking wind there for about 2 weeks, and I can't tell you how glad I was to be out of that. So, Richard M., good suggestion. We'll put that up there. Most of the Chamber of Commerce have suggestions. Absolutely, that's another good one. Another good one. Thank you for putting that in there. So. Jim Bertrand says U.S. and the Harrier jets. I don't know. I have to tell you, I've got another video in the pipes right now that I've been working on, but I haven't put all of my clips together for uh, for all the jets that flew over. So I am hoping to have that one out here soon. Uh, Great time. Cool people are in courtside. Oh yeah, all the cool people are in courtside. That's from Bob there at Next Exit. And that's right. If you want to meet all the cool people, you have to go to courtside in January. And yeah, sorry we missed you. Absolutely. But there's always next year. There's always next year. Spin the camera for the sunset. You know what? Unfortunately, I don't really. It's behind a hill. See how that is right there? Unfortunately, I really can't. I don't know if I can tilt that back. Yeah, you guys have. How's that? There's. I don't mind being dark for a little bit. Give you a little bit of sunset. Sunset. That little hill that you see right over here, right there. That's all granite. That's actually where they cut out for the roadway coming to the bridge, and that is blocking our sunset tonight. But we still, that is pretty cool silhouette of the what you'd think is the Golden Gate Bridge. Look at, see if I can get out of the picture there. Whoa! Don't roll back. Don't roll back. How's that? How's that? Oh, gotta love it. Gotta love it. What a great background. I really enjoyed doing that. So glad that you guys could be along for it. You have 8 minutes to climb the hill for us, Dave. Oh, Gary, you are evil. You know that? You are evil. Um, I, I, I don't think I could do it. I couldn't. I don't want to try, because if I fall, there's nobody out here to rescue me, and now you guys will be trying to figure out where this is to send an ambulance. And can you imagine the panic set across the country because man falls off of a cliff trying to show the sunset, and I might even break the laptop too. So no, I can't do that one. Or, Gary says, just kidding. I'm not. I would actually climb this thing for you guys if I could do it safely. I just don't see a way that I could do it safely. So, but I like the enthusiasm. I like the enthusiasm. So, yeah, Tom and Lori. Yeah, it'd make for a great viral video, though. Yeah, I'd have to cut out all the rest of the happy hour and just show the part where I'm rolling down the hill. So, yeah, you guys are talking amongst yourselves. I like it. WCRV Adventures. Glad to have you guys. That's Wade and Carrie. I get a text from them every now and then. They're They're out there geocaching and having fun with it. How about anybody else? Anybody else got, how do you go out and find these places? We have about, a little more than 4 minutes left. So, and I think we're losing our sunset here. So a little bit. It's really not that dark, but when I turn the camera up into the sky to capture the light and capture the sky, I get dark. There we go. That's more about what it is right now here. So there we go. There we go. You got a little bit of sunset though, right? I know you guys have come to enjoy those sunsets. Hopefully you guys are someplace warm, and hopefully the rest of the world is warming up. I don't have any nomad news for you. I will say that I didn't put it out last week, but best wishes to Camper Van Kevin out there, who went through some surgery this week, and I believe that all turned out positively. And I haven't looked up an update on him. He is fighting cancer, and hopefully he is going to. He was really up in his last video, and looking forward to the future. And it was great hearing that from him. So hopefully we'll get a little more update, and I'll share that with you guys next week, and we'll see how he's doing. So. Oh, why don't you guys warn people that even though RVing is fun, shopping for one isn't. Yeah, and I don't see Miss Karen in the house tonight, but I'll tell you what, she just kind of went through that, and yeah, it isn't a lot of fun shopping for RVs in any way, shape, or form, and trying to figure out what you like and what's going to fit is going to be half the battle. Now, can I just give a shout out to WCRV Adventures? They did it the way that I think is probably the best, and it may cost you a little bit of money, but that is renting an RV and really feeling that RV and getting a feel for it, and I think that has influenced eventually their RV. I don't remember, you guys, if you got an RV or if you're still in the search for an RV, so I apologize for not retaining that, but they are off in Florida, I think. Actually, I think he was in uh, Utah skiing, and so Miss Carrie was in Florida. But yeah, I was really impressed. They came out to the Next Exit Rally. They rented an RV here in Phoenix, and they got a beautiful RV. Got to go and see that, and they gave me a little tour of it, and I really liked that one. So great way to kind of figure out what it is that you like, and 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 help you make that decision on which RV that you want to get. So thanks for putting that out there. I really like that question. So uh, RV Living License, you could always do next week's live from the other end of the bridge. Looks like the sunset might be better there. You know what? You might have a point. You absolutely might have a point. Let me see. I am not going to be here next week, unfortunately. So next week is going to come from an all new location, and get a little bit of travel day. I also was at a couple of RV parks, the Encore parks through Thousand Pet Trails here in Yuma, and unfortunately, they were kind of unremarkable, guys. I mean, they weren't bad, but they were all kind of the same. And I showed you SUNY Sands, and that one stood out just because it was noisy. Miss Karen is over at Araby, and she's enjoying that one over there. That one does appear to be prettiest. And then Mesa Verde, I didn't do a review on that one, only because they don't allow dogs there, and I didn't think that was noteworthy to put, but it did cause me to not ever want to go there again. So no more park reviews from the Yuma area, but I think Scott and Shauna have done a few of those. So hopefully, with any luck, they've either put those out or they'll be putting those out fairly soon. You know what? That is going to wrap it up for us, guys. Uh, you know what? The hour always goes so fast, and I'm always tempted to stretch it out. But unfortunately, I don't want people getting the idea that they're going to be stuck here all night and they can't go and enjoy their pasta. So, and it always leaves more to talk about next Sunday. So, we're going to let you guys go. Looks like you guys are having a great conversation in the chat, and so glad that you guys could be here. Hopefully, you guys are staying warm, staying safe. We're going to wrap this one up. You guys live life full time. We will see you on the next video or the next Sunday Live, whichever comes first. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.